Aparigrah is the fourth Yama in Maharshi Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga system. It is important code of conduct in both Hinduism and Jainism. Scholars translate and describe it as non-possession, non-attachment, non-greed, or non-grasp. Literally, it means not to grasp all around. We consider pure awareness as real life. Anything else than that is non-real. Pure awareness is in charge of survival of the organism. We tend to invest our sense of self in myriads of things around us. These things include our body, our belongings, imaginations, conditionings, beliefs, friends, relations, service provider, pets, our city, country, continent, and so on. By investing our sense of self into these things, it becomes fragments of our awareness as me, my, we, or ours. There is inbuilt happiness in survival, real or anticipated. All such things, by their inherent nature, are impermanent and fragile. So, a sense of insecurity in the background prevails in us. Sense of insecurity renders us doubtful and faithless. We tend to increase security by increasing such things in quantity and quality. This is manifested as wanting reaction of the ego, which we call greed. Shaking or loss of any such things creates fear, anxiety, and sadness in us. In previous Yama, identification to someone's property or possession was considered stealing. In contrast to it, identification to one's own possession with sense of me is considered Aparigrah. So, Aparigrah is not about keeping less or more. It promotes the idea of donation and keeping needful and necessary, which will change as per stage of the life and pattern of living of the individual. To donate out everything, keeping only the essentials and accept monkhood will not serve the purpose, because then the things of identification will get substituted with something else with the new lifestyle. It is clear now that labeling anything with me is the fundamental source of trouble. It generates sense of insecurity, fear, neurosis, and negative emotions in us. As a byproduct, it creates reactive thought patterns which mask wisdom, creativity, and innovation. These things can be understood by a simple example. If my car is damaged in an accident, it is dented, then sorrow, anxiety, fear, criticism will follow. But if others' car is damaged, then sympathy and words of wisdom will follow. Yogi, in his journey towards reality, first stops getting identified to all objects of sensual pleasure, and then he detaches himself from the objects with which he was already identified with. Thus, he achieves a state of free and creative mind instead of reactive and bound one. Regular practice of Ashtanga Yoga will increase our attention span and help us to achieve and perfect ourselves in Aparigrah.